Alright everyone, welcome back to another Fishing Planet broadcast here. Just trying to help out people here that are fishing in New York, trying to catch these weird looking ghost pike. And if you take a look, I did complete the Frankenstein challenge last night, and you're more welcome to go back and take a look at those videos. But if you haven't seen the ghost fish, this is what they look like. Ugly looking things. Alrighty. As you see, I caught this one, and for those who are in here watching the broadcast or in the room with me, I have caught both of these ghost pike on the spider lure, on the spider spoon. Alright, let me answer a question. Here, and it'd be nice if I can learn how to spell Alaska here. I should, since I lived there for 7 years. Alright, too little. Alrighty, so since I'm live now, I'll go ahead and use the spider spoon here, and you can see that pumpkin's where you load in at. You go over to the dock and you just kind of swim around and face back to the opening scene. You see my two markers here. I usually keep my casting in between those because that's where I caught them. A lot of people said don't overcast this spot on videos I've seen, but I do it anyway, and I just hit the grass on the other end and hook the grass. So let me recast here. Now if you're not level 38, don't have access to a line, I am using a 42-pound line pole here. Let me go to that. So my setup, oops, wrong button, is this. So I do have that 40-pound spider wire that you get with this. Let me see here. Nope, it's not that one. That's a mono. It might not show me here in the store. Yeah, it's not going to show me here. So I have to go outside just for that. And all I do for the most part is lift and drop here on 3-speed. Sometimes I go to 2-speed because this is a faster reel. In the grass again. And sometimes it just takes forever. You will catch a lot of walleye here doing this. And if you're watching this to try to help catch fish, I hope you get a chance, because today is supposed to be the last day. And if you haven't done the bowfin fishing in Florida or the bluegill, those take a long time. This actually challenge is easier than those two. You do have to catch 36 different ghost pike here. Well, you don't have to catch them here, you can go anywhere, but oh, just missed one. Just missed one right there. Ah, that bites. That bites. Had one on. Now I have seen people catch it from the docks, but I think the dock rate is a lot slower than coming out here on a kayak. Yes, unfortunately today is the last day. If you look at go to your inventory screen and go to your missions, and go to where I want, it should tell you how much time is left. But you might have until, like, you know, 2-3 o'clock tomorrow, so you have time. It's just getting the grinding it out, of course. Callie, give me a drink, please, sweetie. Like I said, I've only caught 2 since I've been here, and already been here for an hour and a half game time. And usually the roach spoon does me good here, but yeah, I honestly thought I wasn't going to get it done, but I did get it done last night. And then I got rid of my Santa sleigh because, you know, that was a little outdated. Had that since last year. My daughter actually bought that for me for my Christmas present. Oop, there's one. There's one right there. So there's this, the spider spoon. Caught him actually quite close to the boat. Alright, so let me change lures here. So go to the roach spoon. And I did find if you switch your lures up, you do better. So right now, I'm just here trying to fish for money and fish for the to get to 50 challenge, the second one. The third challenge is to catch 150, and I don't. Oop, there's one right there. So yeah, so I don't see me getting to 150. If you need to see videos on the other fish, I'll be more than glad to do it. Now the bluegill challenge, I don't think I can show you that one because you have to go to different spots, and you can only see the spots if you have the mission activated. Alrighty, let's go to the blade. Whoop, the blade spinner. Now this one I do occasionally run slow and straight. I do switch this one up a little because it's a spinner. Now the roach spoon you need for your bowfin challenge as well in Florida. Oh, missed one right there. Now I do find I do miss a lot more fish on the lift and drop than I do any other technique. Just because sometimes when you're lifting up, you're pulling it away from the fish. But that is kind of true in real life as well. So, yeah. Well, it's the setup I got. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's an overpowered setup. Now, if you watched the video I had last night, where I had the fish dragging me all over the water here, that was pretty fun actually. But yeah, that was a lighter setup, and you get more XP out of it that way. And plus, watching somebody's kayak go flying across the water is always fun. But trust me, when I was sitting here trying to grind all these challenges out, yeah, it's a pain. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh man, when I finally completed it last night, I was overjoyed. Then I didn't know what I was gonna do on the game after that. Yeah, actually, a guy named KP Shermano, I'm probably butchering his name, is where I got a lot of my tips from. But I think he was using a computer to do his, and I think they nerfed some of the stuff between the computer and the PlayStation. So once I can get a way to record my PlayStation stuff where it's not always live and I can title it, I will. I'll probably get my son to help me with that because he's more into the gaming stuff than I am. Yeah, that's a nice looking kayak. I like that front end of that kayak there. Yep, I like the front of your kayak. I'm looking at it here. And you're more than welcome to send me a friend invite, and I can always invite you when I'm on. Or send me a message if you need help trying to catch fish somewhere. I can always make a video for that. And I like doing it live too, because then you can see the real time, how long it takes. You know, real time. My favorite two places are Alaska and Michigan, because you got pike alleys there, and you can just rack up money, especially if you got the Prime account, I guess what they call it. I think one time I made $500,000 in like a 10-day trip to Michigan, but of course I spend all that doing stupid stuff on here. And I had a friend of mine finishing first in a competition, so I will be getting back into filming the competitions here soon. Even though I'm not as good as he is. But you see the blade spinner here has not done me much. It looks like you got one on there. Just imagine if you had your anchor up and you're getting pulled around the lake. Alright, let me do some stop and goes with this. That's probably what they want with this. Yeah, the catfish was rather easy. Okay. Oh, there's another one there. See? Here's the one on the blade spinner. Yeah, it feels like a decent fish on this setup. But he came in easy though. Yep, 17 pounder, not bad. Alrighty, now let's go. Alright, put the skull jig on here. And we'll go with the spider first. Spider I did, both of these I had a hard time finishing. They were just a pain. Ooh, my lure's stuck in midair. Or mid-water. The other, oh, I meant to show you the other thing is, always try to fish during the hot times too. Oh, I just had one on. So if you see, oh, let me see here. So we got what? 11:12 p.m. So we are on the downslope here, but we also have a big upslope coming up. So yeah, all these challenges I always try to stay in the up zone, going up and then riding it down and then fast forwarding if I could. Sorry if y'all hear my cat, he's just curling up next to me going to sleep. He doesn't like it when I move when he's trying to sleep. Oh, I just had a bite. And every once in a while I'll just do this right here and let the lure sit, and then when I go to reel it in, it has a fish on the other end. I've caught a couple that way. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, it does happen to me every once in a while. Or like when I loaded in here, I had stuck on the fireworks for some reason. I need to go through my inventory and get rid of all them things, because I'm gonna get some more out here soon for the New Year, Christmas, and New Year's. And that actually, I might hang on to them, because if somebody shoots fireworks off, you have a better chance of catching certain fish. Oh, there you go. I love it. The fish pulling you around. Yeah. I had one last night. It drugged me all over. It ended up being a 21-pound ghost, and drugged me all over this lake. I mean, I lit it, but yeah, it was fun. I just missed a bite. Yeah, it was fun. Especially if you don't actually try to fight, you just hold your line tight. Just let him pull you around. That's what I was doing last night, just for the heck of it. I didn't even try to reel him in unless it got to the point where it was just too low and I didn't want to lose him. Ah, bite. Yep, I do too. I just had another one bite. A lot of times if you get a bite, like it feels small bite, it's probably a walleye. But I've missed a couple where it took my bar all the way up to the top and couldn't get it in, couldn't hook him. And as you can tell, some of these just take a while. This spider is just not doing it right now. I'm going to switch to the bony shad, and then I'll come back to the spider. Actually, I might just fast forward the time to a hot zone. Let me see what my hot zone is. Alright, let's come back at 3 a.m. if it'll let me. Alright, 3 a.m. The head, you talking about like my headlight? It's just so you can see at night. You get one doing a challenge for Halloween. So, in fact, that's the one I have on right now. In fact, you might even have one. If you buy any of the packages, you probably got one. I usually buy the packages just to get the gear and bait coins and premium for so many days. Oh man, missed him. He was on too. That was probably a walleye though. I do. I I always have the best luck when it's in the hide zone. But some people sit here and catch them the whole time. Oh, there's another one I just missed. That was a ghost too. That way that bite was. Oh, there's another miss. Oh my goodness. Back to back misses here. It is the life on Fishing Planet. Another bite missed. And welcome to the broadcast. Let's see, we have a second person in here now. Alright, got your friend request. Sup that real quick. There we go. And as you can tell, this spider, silicone spider, is not my favorite one here, but you do have to catch 6 with it. But you don't have to do it here on this water. This water just seemed to be the best. Or actually, I think for the 36, oh, I just missed one. I think you do have to come here for the 6. I can't remember. I did this mission earlier in the week, so it's been a while. Get out of the grass. Oh, had a hit. Ready? Alright, let's go to the bony shad here. Let's give that spider a break. Yeah, that was a nice pretty walleye right there. Okay, got a fish on. Fish is on the bony shad. So the bony shad came in here and caught a fish. I can't believe it. It took me the longest on the bony shad when I did the challenge. And there we go. I got the Ghostbuster 2 completed. But I will stay here and show, like I did, show all the lures. Alright, so let's go back to the spider. So now we gotta catch on the spider. That means that I have overpowered gear, so I'm not getting the full XP value for it. So if I want to get full XP value for that fish, I need to drop my gear down a little bit, and where it's more of a fight, and you know. Oh, there's another one. And another one. Let me let it sit for a second. There you go. You got you one. You probably got the one that I missed twice. Yeah, especially if you have the premium account, you should be getting all kinds of XP. And you make money doing these challenges all the way up until you get to the bluegill one. The bluegill and the mandrakes. Because all mandrakes you don't fish, you just go to Falcon, I think it is, and go and find them, and it's weird. So you don't you waste money just going there and the spider's just not producing for me today. And there is one other lure. Okay, alright, somebody else has caught a ghost pike here. Yeah, Socks, I know you're tired, buddy. Go on back to sleep. There we go. Finally got one on the spider, guys. Finally. Took forever. But there it is. And for the last lure, the slimy crankbait. And you see I got tons of crankbaits in inventory here. All these crankbaits are for Alaska, actually. Slimy crankbait. Now this one, actually gonna go to 2-speed for the crank. Oh, rock my boat. Rock my own boat. Alright. For this one, I'll just keep it going until it hits the bottom, and then I'll let it drift back up. So, whoop, stop, let it drift back up. Stop, let it drift back up. Because these fish aren't on the bottoms, they're in the middle part of the water where they can ambush the prey. And that's why you don't keep it going on the bottom. Of course, they're not real fish, but you know, that's the attitude they take. Had a hit. Oh, 4 a.m. If for some reason it gets darker. There we go. Oh, it's a walleye. That's a walleye. Oh, what a cast, me. Let me see if Reel's got another ghost sitting up under. Now this crankbait is good in Alaska as well. In the same place you'll catch the Atlantic salmon at. For some reason, alright, is everybody still got me on the broadcast? Just had a message pop up. For some reason at 4 a.m. it gets darker. I don't understand why that is on this game. But it is. It is the way it is. Alright, and there it is. The last lure of the last fish. This one feels nice here. He's fighting me pretty good. Yeah, this one's fighting me pretty good. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, look at this one. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, this might be a 20-pounder here. Yep, there it is, 20 pounds. So there it is, guys. Hopefully that will help you with the challenge here. So you see how, I caught one on each lure. So yeah, we'll keep broadcasting this so we'll get your fish on the broadcast here. Alright, there you go. Level up on that fish. And remember, whenever you see it on the bottom of the screen, like I knew what weight your fish was before it even came out of the water. So if you're fishing with somebody, you know, and if they don't want to know ahead of time what they caught, don't say nothing to them they caught it, because you'll know it before they will. Which kind of bites. But any questions on the lures, I'll be more than glad to help. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to show you. Do you guys know where the trophy crappie are here? Oops. Oh, look at that! Caught one on it rising up in the water right there. There you go, another one. Alright, let me switch get ups here. I'll show you where to catch a nice I think it's my green beer one. Oh, it is, and it's still set up. Okay, good. Oh, and I'm gonna put it at 10-inch. Okay, we're gonna move the kayak a little bit. You don't need a don't need a kayak really for this, but I'm just gonna go right on over here. Yeah, fish along this weed bank. So if you're looking for some trophy crappie anytime here, this is a good spot for them. At least it was last night when I... Oh, there we go. Minnows are doing something crazy there. So small minnows, number 2 hook. I only put a 10-inch leader on. Fish on. What did I catch? Just a regular one. In either side this weed bank works. I floated all the way across it last night and caught them. And I use this pole right here for everything to catch an alligator gar to a little fish like this. There it is. See? Didn't lie to you. Told you this is a good spot for the trophy crappies if you're looking for them. I actually found this last night on my own. I didn't use a video for this one. I was just trying to get like a couple XP points to hit level 38. Yep, there you go. Yeah, I just don't understand how a crappie under a pound is a trophy though. Here, I live in Virginia, and a trophy isn't on almost until 1.5 pounds. So, and I saw in the news earlier this year that a guy caught a 5+ pounder in Tennessee and become a state record there, and I think a world record. I'm not 100% sure on that part. No, I'm in the weed. That's what happened. Okay, California. Yeah, it's a state I have not been to. When I was in the military, I got to travel all around. I fished worldwide in Germany, Iraq, all kinds of other places. I lived in Alaska for 7 years. Fished there for halibut, salmon, northern pike. And then I fished it, a lot of the states here on the East Coast, Maryland, North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky. What part of Alaska? I lived in Fairbanks. Yeah, yeah, I lived here in Virginia, and we've had 3 tropical storms, hurricanes come through. Last night we had another big storm come through, so the weather here is not all that great, and it's gotten colder earlier than normal. But it's back up to almost 70 today, so. Okay, big lake, yeah. Yeah, I miss it up there. I got a lot of my good friends are still in the Fairbanks, North Pole area. Either work on Eielson Air Force Base or Fort Wainwright, or the refinery there in North Pole. Is the weather still warm there, or has it actually started snowing yet? Okay, yeah, my friend was telling me that it's been like, 40s and 50s. Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a couple of days, so very different weather. I was up there back the 2011 winter, and or 2010 winter, and it rained in November. And how the rain, when it turned to ice, shut the whole freaking North Pole and Alaska down, North Pole and Fairbanks down. But alright, let's. Where are they? Alright, same thing right here too. You can catch them right here too. In fact, I caught my biggest one right over here last night. Oop, I got a fella looking over here looking at my messages and catching fish. Oh, there we go. So, trophy yellow perch over here. Yep, I was in Germany. I was in Vilseck, stationed Rose Barracks, and I was on the back on the Abrams tank with the 1st Infantry back then. Oh man, them AC-130s are awesome, man. I love them. They used to be up on Eielson, but all of them got moved, and the A-10s. And I like the A-10s though. The A-10s are awesome. Alrighty, 5 a.m. I love how the weather just automatically changes for you. See how much money I make off to reel this in. Alright, since it's raining, this is when for me right now, I probably should go walleye fishing. So let me reel this in. Let's go extend. So I got $10,000 right there for those ghost fish. Okay, Landstill, yeah. Yeah, I spent a lot of time at Ramstein deploying, and so I got to know that area quite well. Kaiserslautern was a pretty cool town to go get a couple cold ones. Oh, my first redfin pickerel. I don't fish here often, even though I just bought a lifetime advanced fishing license last night, so I can come up here and do this again next Halloween. Yeah, well, get you in trouble too. Alright, I'm gonna go on mute for a couple minutes. I'm gonna look something up real. Alright, sorry about that. I am actually gonna set up for to catch the unique chain pickerel. Oh, I didn't want to do that button.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to a 3/0 hook. Shiners. I got to figure out my leader. Shiners is my favorite bait. That's why you see I got 366 of them. Alright, we're gonna go to 41. I was in the Army. I was on tanks for the first 4 years, and then the striker for the last 4. Then I got out, joined the Air Force, and was supply for the Air National Guard of Alaska. Go over here to this pumpkin real quick. Alright, so pig is eye. You need that for one of the fishing challenges there. There's also one on the far end of the lake down there. Well, let's see if I can get me a unique chain pickerel here. Might have overcasted my spot a little, but it's alright. Yeah, I didn't make it quite that high in rank. I made it to Sergeant, E5, and I got some bites going on here. Loved it. I was almost up for Tech Sergeant when I left the military, but I had some things that happened to me when I was in the Army, and it was just time for me to go ahead and get out and come back to my home. Alright, come on, hit that thing. Quit playing with it. There we go. So what we got here? What do we got here? Just a regular chain pickerel. Alright, welcome to the broadcast. Thank you for joining. If you want to go back and review, I showed how to catch the ghost fish on all 6 lures. And then I showed where the trophy crappie were located at. And now I'm working on the unique chain pickerel. Welcome to the broadcast. Yeah, that's what my son wants to do. It's alright. So I'm still trying to figure out how to catch this unique chain picker. I don't think I've ever done it, so. Hey, he just ran over my line. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that'll get you healthy. I'm a little heavier than I should be. I'm 260 and I need to be around 180. So once I got hurt, you know, it's hard to get out of bad habits. Alright guys, but I am going to go ahead and get off of here. I appreciate watching, and it was good talking. You're more than welcome to send me messages on PlayStation here if you need help with something. I will try to do one for the catfish here in an hour or two. I got to go back and look at my notes for those who need a catfish and the vampire gar, but I do need a little break. Cat sleeping next to me, so I might doze off next to him for a little bit. But take care, and thanks for watching.